Witnesses, however, testified that Foster had never raised the weapon and had been pushing his black quadruple amputee fiance's wheelchair. This is going to be a tough one. I'm sorry, this is just the way the world we live in. Hey, Abbott! Oh, God. Hey, well done. That was Dallas. He does one impression. It's Abbott. I had no idea. Texas governor Greg Abbott promised Saturday to pardon a U.S. Army sergeant a day after he was convicted of shooting a protester to death during a Black Lives Matter rally. So
it's freedom, baby.
There's Abbott there, looking like Vito Corleone. The Republicans said Sergeant Daniel Perry, 35, was acting in his own defense when he repeatedly fired his handgun on 28-year-old Garrett Foster as he marched in the July 25th Austin demonstration. Let's go to the videotape, silly.
Everybody back up!
Oh, more firing. So he was driving, I don't know if it was Uber or, right?
Yeah,
One of those Lyft or Uber, trying to make an extra buck or whatever, as hardworking people will. And he turned into this demonstration. They surrounded his car. And somebody approached him with an AK-47. He says he pointed it at him. So he'd do what anybody would do if somebody pointed an AK-47. And again, it gets a little more complicated. Texas has one of the strongest stand-your-ground laws of self-defense that could not be nullified by a jury or a progressive district attorney, Abbott said in a statement. I love that he threw in that, a progressive district attorney, because we know that's the real cancer. George Soros and his team of radical leftists. DAs. I'm loving it. Good for you, Abbott. By the way, Abbott's in a wheelchair. I always forget that. I can't wait to see him jump the Grand Canyon on pay-per-view next month. No, the governor blamed the Friday conviction on the county's George Soros-backed Democrat district attorney, Jose Garza. Also a pitcher, right, for Tampa Bay? There is, I swear to God. And promised to rein in rogue district attorneys. I love it. Now, who would disagree with that? Even Bill Maher at this point would be on board. In a Twitter reply, Abbott said that he strongly supports a supporting theory that Garza intentionally misled the grand jury throughout the trial. I don't know how he did that. In the nearly 3 years since the shooting, Perry, God, was that long ago? Perry has claimed he fired at Foster only after the protester pointed an AK-47 into his car.
Don't you move, you motherfucker! I'll blow your brains out!
Perry, who was stationed at Fort Hood, about 70 miles north of Austin, had run into the rally during his shift as a rideshare driver and became enraged when protesters started beating his car. So once again, you jerk-offs on the left, you provoke something, and I can hear him already. Yeah, but you're going to shoot somebody because they banged on your car? I don't know about that. I hope there's footage of the guy raising the guy. There has to be, right? Aren't there cameras on every street corner and whatnot? Fuck the cops wearing, we all got to be wearing cameras now. Perry's lawyers argued Foster, who was wearing a neoprene vest under his T-shirt, Dallas neoprene. What the hell's that? Is it made of neoprene? Sounds like a sinus medicine.
Yeah, right.
Anyways, neoprene vest. By the way, if you guys don't know, and you're new to my show, Dallas, 2 tours of Afghanistan, Iraq, jumps out of planes, true veteran. So be nice. I don't have to. I'm a dick. Wearing a neoprene vest under his T-shirt, carrying an AK-47, a club, and a knife. That's the peaceful protester we're talking about. Raised his gun first, promptly prompting Perry to fire his handgun in self-defense. Witnesses, however, and we all know somebody who would be into Black Lives Matter, make great witnesses. We We learned that from the Michael Brown case, if you remember. Hands up, don't you remember that? Even black witnesses going, he never fucking had his hand, remember? You all right? Dallas got a touch of COVID. Oh, my God. He was in Shanghai this weekend. He's got a mistress. They raise roosters over there. That hurt my tooth. Witnesses, however, testified that Foster had never raised the weapon and had been pushing his black quadruple amputee fiance's wheelchair. Wow. Check all the boxes there. This guy doesn't have a prayer. When he was killed. Foster was white, as is Perry. This is going to be a tough one. I'm sorry, this is just the way the world we live in. I mean, a white guy pushing his black fiance, who's quadruple paraplegic, in her wheelchair. Do you understand? I'd make that up if I was defending the guy. I should say, or the prosecutor. Can you imagine? Check. He has to be a good guy. He's got to be. Other than the fact that he had a knife and AK-47 on him. I don't know. I got to believe, though, like I said, somebody was there with a cell phone or whatever. And if not, I don't believe the witnesses then. Your word against mine, and then it gets, this poor bastard could go away for life, Former military guy, right? Or still military, I don't even know.